Good morning, YouTube. Have I got a goodie for you today? Brought to you by the sponsor of today's video, Babbel. Babbel is an award-winning app that makes learning a new language simple and effective. And with Babbel, you can learn a variety of new languages. Some of them include Spanish, French, and Portuguese. For those who don't know, my mom is actually Portuguese. To be specific, a Portuguese immigrant. She came here when she was 19 years old, and so her entire family is Portuguese. That said, almost all of them do not speak English. I think only one of them does. Every other one of them speaks only Portuguese, which means I cannot speak with them or communicate with them. Or at least not yet. My favorite part of Babbel has been the real-time feedback and progress trackers that help you stay motivated. For what I've learned so far, I've learned obrigado, obrigada, valeu. All of these mean thank you. However, obrigado is thank you for male identifying, obrigada is for women identifying, and valeu is a gender neutral way to say thank you. To be fair, I was never good at Spanish when I took it in middle school, high school, and I think I had to take a little bit in college. I actually don't remember. So I'm a little bit slow on the uptake, but I'll get there with some time. And if you want to try to start speaking a new language in 3 weeks, you can try out Babbel by clicking on the link in the description below, or by going to babbel.com/flats, where you'll get up to 55% off your subscription. Thanks so much to Babbel for sponsoring this video, and as always, I'll see you again tomorrow. All right, guys, chat, it's time to look at the rank 1 Deadpool. Now, if you don't remember, a couple weeks ago, I had my little meme funny video where I was ranked 2 on Deadpool. Yippee, it was a good time. But I haven't been grinding that much, obviously. And over time, your pro players and people that like literally play the game 24/7 are gonna obviously surpass that, because I just don't do that anymore. That said, though, in that one, I gave a lot of like the early thoughts on like what I thought was good about Tankpool, what could be better, / what were the best ways of using him. So I figured it'd be a good time to take a look at who is now. Well, we're about to be at season 1 or 6.5. We're about to be at mid-season. Let's take another look at number 1 Tankpool and see how the playstyle has evolved, how different it is from mine originally, and whatever things we can look at it. They're currently rank 1 on Tankpool. Lock in. Also, they have a Widow to start off, and they're immediately dead. Playing for the vibes. Unluck. So far, not that surprising. Oh, they're gonna go full flank. Bubbles early into them. I honestly kind of didn't like the early bubble there. I know I'm not the rank 1 guy, but I feel like I use the bubble a lot more like defensively, especially when it's not upgraded. But so they end up actually getting punished for that. But I did like the flank. The flank play is kind of nice. I'm assuming it's especially at the higher level, it's probably developed more that like when I was telling you guys like shoot tanks in the beginning and get your upgraded deagles. Get your upgraded deagles, you know, that's not the advantageous playstyle because you're feeding ult charge at the higher level. Also, what upgrade did he take? Can you guys tell? The E, right? Is the E upgraded? Maybe it was the ult, actually. So it took one of the ults first. Interesting. Oh, it's the dash. I lied. It's the double dash. He took dash first. Yeah, he has 2 dashes. I saw it for a second. So the first upgrade for him was actually dash upgrade. So when he swaps over here, there's 2 of them. Yeah, that's what it was. Interesting. Taking dash upgrade right away. I mean, I guess I actually understand that just because the playstyle so far from this person seems much more flanky. Like they're constantly behind the enemy team, so having 2 dashes to get out is probably super useful. Doesn't pop the ult on him, pops the photo. I mean, there's no reason to really pop the ult on him, but could have. What was the next upgrade? That was the deagles, gold deagle upgrade. So first was dash, second was deagles for this guy. Interesting. So with the playstyle being much more flanky, much more behind them, I'm assuming you don't get the upgrades as quickly, but also like they're mechanically probably hitting more shots. So like, I think she. That's fucking evil, actually. That is the most diabolical photo I've seen in a while. Pops the sword ult, actually. Gonna probably How are you alive? Wait, how did they get healed up? Oh, the Loki came flying in. Hello? So, goes to spawn, kill the Widow, which is great, just awareness. Honestly, I don't think it has anything to do with Deadpool gameplay, just being good at the game. Honestly, bullying this fucking poor guy. That guy must be just logged in playing for the vibes, I guess, but... And again, they're gonna just go flank again. The Angelus decides to mark him again this time. Does that mean they're gonna go down though? No, dash is out. So I'm guessing this is part of why having the 2 dashes is so important. So you can just play so much more aggressive back here. I'm guessing, was that healing factor that kicked in? I think healing factor kicked in, the passive. But how's it go again? I thought the healing factor was already on cooldown. I thought like once it triggered once, it wouldn't trigger again. Maybe I'm not fully understanding how healing factor works. Yo, Asen reloading the membership on the YouTube side, and Hero is definitely a prime. Wait, who did he ult on? Actually ults the Angela. I'm assuming because he's getting low HP, but also it actually killed him. Wait, does the Angela... Wait, hang on. Did he upgrade the ult at some point? Because the Angela shouldn't have taken damage. Oh, she takes... Wait, she takes damage during her shift with it? Wait, that's actually so funny. Wait. Wait, so she dies because she's shifting out? That's fucking peak. I hadn't thought Angela was going to be a really good target for it. But if she's shifting away, that actually is massive. She just dies of a heart attack. That melee hit? How the fuck did those melees hit the bird? Hello? Has another upgrade. Also, by the way, it says V to upgrade. Is that because that's my bound button for it or their bound button? It's probably their bound button, right? So they also have it bound differently. So if you haven't already, make sure you change your picture and your book off of 2 different things. Never mind. Double photo? Wait, how do you get the double? I didn't even see the first guy he killed. Next upgrade. Was that the E? No, the E is already upgraded. So that must have been ult or sword. Wait, were the swords glowing before? Yeah, the swords were already. So I guess it's bubble? Oh, you're right, it is bubble. You're right, it is bubble. So their pathing is much different actually than mine. Very interesting. Dashes away, which is smart. Still playing these really aggressive off angles. Is he gonna ult the Angel again? No, it's going all the way back, like trying to go kill their rocket. Actually gets the kill on it. Really? Damn, nobody fucking peeled for that guy. That's crazy. Again, another sword ult, by the way. We've seen what, 2 or 3 sword ults, 1 gun ult so far. I don't think the Widow's helping them very much, to be honest with you. Pops the E to start blasting the ults. It does appear to be mostly gun though. Like it's very rare sword usage, other than the ults. Which they appear to do sword ult more often than not, which is really interesting. Not all the time though. They do gun ult once in a while. They've done 1. Blasting free headshots on the Emma, don't mind if I do. Already got about half to their ults, or to their ult, their first upgrade. I think for survivability when they're alone. Yeah, it could be that. I mean, The gun ult gives you some survivability too, but already has ult and a dead Thor. So first upgrade, are they gonna go for it right here? Oh no, they're going for a photo.
A game within a game.
And then I'm guessing they take the sword again because we can't see it. See if they swap their swords at all? Yes. Okay. So their style is actually first upgrade always the double slice.
A game within a game.
Which for the extra movement does actually make sense. And then they move on to Deagles. So Deagles is 2. I was trying to see if it's like the same rotation every time or if it's like game dependent, but it seemed like so far the same. So basically their team's kind of just getting shit on right now, so I think it's just kind of waiting for a good opportunity to actually walk in. Or whatever the actual that was. I'm assuming my guy was looking for the ults. I don't know if he was looking for the gun ult or the sword ult, but that was certainly a play. You know, I'm not gonna say I haven't done that before. I have done that. Just, you know, try not to make that happen, I think.
Behold the god of thunder!
Look behind you.
I was gonna say, I think they're shooting their own Emma there, actually, but you know, they got it back together. I think cases like that where everyone's all split, or not, sorry, not when everyone's all split, it's like a small room like that, that's actually the one place that swapping the sword is actually kind of useful. Just because you don't got to deal with, like, aiming as much. Especially up close in third person, it can be kind of hard.
Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff. Flushing power! Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
They're so deep right here, though. I guess because they have ults, they can do this.
60 seconds left.
And they're just trying to get someone to bait into a 1v1, but... Did they just walk by someone? Is that...
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Isn't that... Is that... Alright, fair enough, I guess. Yeah, just 2 flankers passing in the night. Gets eaten by the Jeff. See, this is why... do they do it? I don't know if they do it. Anytime I see Jeff ult go off, I always was swapping to my sword instantly. Because I knew that the Jeff's going to eat something, and I can always dodge it. So, a little surprised to not see the dodge. You know, this Bobo's ult count? 1, I don't know who that is. 2, we just pull off, like, whoever 1 is rank 1 on the meta tracker. And then 2 is whoever we can get open profiles for. Because sometimes people don't have open profiles, and it's hard to do it. So, I don't know. They got another upgrade. Oh, when did they get the E upgrade? I missed it. So they did go E upgrade at some point. So far it looks like it's been Dash, Deagles, E, maybe an ult upgrade. Bubble's not upgraded. Swords aren't upgraded. From Chopper Mag? Oh, okay. So now they go sword. They really go sword upgrade, like damage upgrade over bubble. That's so surprising to me.
Keep going.
You get a weapon, you get a weapon, you get a weapon.
Love that feel it.
Bring on the cow! They're headed our way.
See, that's kind of what I was thinking before on the previous Jeff ult. Why when I hear Jeff ult go off, I almost immediately just swap to swords because just even though you're not doing damage for a few seconds, like it's worth surviving. At least in my opinion, I feel like. And that was a good example of it right there. But they're never frontlining ever. They're always backline. They're always trying to like they're playing dead tank pool like Psylocke.
Only 60 seconds left.
Dude, hitting these up close shots on is sometimes kind of hard. I don't even know what I'm just witnessing right now.
Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff.
Us against the world.
Help!
Oh, I wanted a fire flower.
So he's looking for the Phoenix.
Amazing Spider-Man.
Jumps on the Phoenix, bubbles her off, immediately kills her. Pops sword ults, chasing the Namor. Another thing to know that's really small, he actually dashed before ulting. So if you hit someone, you get 2 more resets. The ult refreshes your cooldown. So you need to hit 5 targets with like slashes or jump on their heads. You only have 6 normally, but if you dash beforehand, you end up getting 8. So you have more chances to do it. So if you've noticed, that's why a lot of Deadpools dash in before they ult. Thank you for giving me 2 months, by the way. Appreciate you. Dies, rezzed. Can't touch though.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Probably dead here. Yeah. Is the Psylocke up? Look up. Okay. This is like one of those show versions of rank where like everyone's just kind of doing whatever for a second. It actually catches the Psylocke though. Tank pool does a deceptively large amount of damage. Like the difference between tank pool damage and DPS pool damage up close is not much at all actually. He has giant fall off range for sure, but as long as you catch him up close, it's actually pretty. Whoa. Wait, why did I feel like that did so much damage? Those like couple combos. That's like the most damage I've ever seen anyone do with the swords. Watch his ult meter. That was actually crazy fast. I mean, I guess they did have the amplifier on the back half of that, but still.
30 seconds.
Come on, I didn't come here to read.
Something you notice, always pops the E before they try to get on backline too, for that extra damage. Or for the extra damage, sorry, the extra fire rate, because you really can catch them by surprise. Also tries to bubble them off from from each other. So like bubbles off the cloak and dagger from the Jeff, or the Jeff from the cloak and dagger, etc. Is he gonna get him? He's trying to. Honestly, I feel like Phoenix is like the easier target here. Actually, I think I agree.
What are you aiming at?
Uses 1 dash, by the way, there. So he's got 2 more left. And then, actually, wait a minute, I just realized it didn't even matter, though, because he ended up using the gun ult. Who did he use the gun ult on? Thor?
What are you aiming at?
Yeah, actually, it was Thor. Gun ult's Thor. So I think so far we've seen, what, 4 or 5 sword ults, 2 gun ults. I got 1 more, though. I got second code. Game 2, holy shit. 44 and 5. Actually, a lot of the same people again. Do Up, Free L, Fake Megatron. Oh, September. Yeah, this is like mostly the same people. So early on, just looks like how I normally play Deadpool. Just like early poke, shooting tanks, trying to build up your upgrades. Actually, they're fucking Emma like falls over instantly. Has to dash back out because they're half HP. Hello. Okay, a little risque sitting in the front line that long at like 50 HP. Also, another small thing you might notice, they're b-hopping a lot. The b-hopping is actually very, very important to have on Deadpool. And just like learning. Honestly, you should probably learn how to b-hop on almost every character in this game. Like, not every character has it, but most do have something that they can do it with. Unless you're on like Adam Warlock, then like, you know, you're not gonna worry about that. Pops the gun ult on, I think, the Punisher there. But he just dies to the Moon Knight ult anyway, so he just goes down. Also, he's gotten his first upgrade, right? I think he got his first upgrade already. And since we don't see the deals, I'm assuming it's the double dash again.
Anyone willing to help? A nice deep freeze. I am finished. Disappear.
Judge, jury,
Wait, didn't they just have one? Wait, do they not have an upgrade yet? Maybe they didn't have an upgrade yet. I thought they had an upgrade already because they had an ult, so they should have had one. Wait, what did they upgrade first then?
Go Deadpool, in your birthday.
Did they upgrade the ult first? Why? No, the dash wasn't upgraded either. Weird. Probably, I think they upgraded dash now though. What's the up arrow? I'll show you when they get an upgrade here. So like down here, you'll see these abilities have like an up arrow next to them once they're upgraded.
What are you aiming at?
So gun ult's the Punisher again, actually. So far, 2 ults in a row that are both gun ults, which historically has been my preferred ult as well. Although I understand why using the sword ult as well. Yeah, okay, so he did actually go for the dash upgrade on the previous one. So he also got the gold deagle, so it was, I think, one of the ults. Dash upgrade, gold deagles. Could have been a misclick. I've done that too. I've misclicked a few times. We're all going for my upgrades. But so far, after the first one, it seems that it's the same dashes and then gold deagles. He did deagles before dash.
Judge, jury.
Are you sure about that? I think I'm getting baited. They just turn corner with Punisher and Rocket Ult. That's just GR. That's just GR. No winning that fight. It's another upgrade. This time it's the E. So it's like ult, then chat says the gold deagles, then dash, and then E. So both of them is slightly different from the first game and the second game. Man, could we just grab an upgrades and just say it, fuck it though, on certain parts.
Mr. Flaherty smells. He didn't pay off his subscription. You currently owe $439 to ZayaMommyMuscles.com. Remember, we have access to your financial records and would encourage you to stop buying so much peanut butter.
Good lord. You don't have the peanut butter. Dude, how do you know that I like peanut butter, actually? Hold on. I am a little concerned about that. So this map's much more front to back than the previous one. So they haven't been able to flank nearly as hard. But here's their first opportunity. They actually have a chance now to kind of get behind them a little bit more. But are they going to stay? As this fight evolves, are they going to back away? Because they're not full HP yet. Catches the Punisher pulling a ninja. Jumping in with his fucking zip line. Absolutely gets eviscerated. And then jumps back out of Invis-ult. Is he gonna spawn kill the Punisher? Or are we spawn killing the Rocket? Oh, this is evil villainry behavior. Bubbles him off so they can't get healed from the teammates. Goes for the picture to get the invulnerability. Double dashes out. Just dead though. I think the Invis shield actually slowed him down there so he couldn't escape. It's clear that they love to play Deadpool like Psylocke. The upgrades in both games have been slightly different. First game was dashes, then deagles. This game was one of the ults, then deagles, then dashes. Goes back for the picture. So, remember when I was doing mine, my rank 1, rank 2 Deadpool thing, sometimes I told you guys that like not going for the picture is actually the right call. So like I think that was a good example of it, is where like they tried to go continue the fight. It was like, oh, we have a pick, like just keep pushing. But then they realized they backed away further enough that it's like, oh shit, they're gone. I want to go back for the photo, you know? So like, that's like the evolution of it, where it's like you realize sometimes going for kills is better than going for the photo, just to win the fight, but also sometimes going back for the photo too. So I could have gone for the photo right there, but they're gonna go TP. So it's like, why go for the photo when we can just go for the win? Pops the E. Slam. I don't know how they touch though. Oh, probably the cap. Also, another gun ult, by the way. Have we even seen a sword ult this round?
Double kill.
I don't think we've seen a gun. I don't think we've seen a sword ult this round. You know, one of the things I like about Tankful the most is like situations like that where there's a Punisher back there blasting us. I can actually help now. There's like no other tank that I can reach that with currently, other than maybe like Thor's Awakened form, which is kind of a fucking waste.
My meter's full. That's gotta be good.
So down a few, just back away. Already has ult though. It's a good sign. Is it gonna be another gun ult? I would guess gun ult on the Punisher. Mag swords too? Yeah, but then you think of playing a game with Gambit? Gambit hasn't seen the light of day since his release. So upgrade here. We'll see if he switches to swords. Another ult upgrade, by the way. Another ult upgrade again. So I'm assuming he's gun ult upgrading actually first. Is that because they have a Punisher? So 2 times in a row, by the way. Also, during the last one, I saw a lot of you chatters throwing shade at me because I always tell you guys, I prefer the gun ult. I think the gun ult is better most of the time. And then we saw a lot of sword ult, and people were like, yeah, see, sword ult's much better, streamer. Sword, like, look at him, he's using the sword ult more because it's better, streamer. And I saw like weird, so many shady comments. Well, now what? We're about to see gun ult number 2, or number 3, number 4. Boom! Not a single sword ult in sight this round. Now what? Now who? Now what? Is it different things are available in different circumstances? Huh? Anyways, sorry. Actually pops it on the Punisher, but they just back away. You can't do anything about it. Oh, I just see that Wolverine just lurking in the corner. Oh, is it over for bro? Oh no, never mind. Someone else. Oh, his own Wolverine grabbed him. Yeah, a little bit of rivals going on. Both support ults, Punisher ult, Wolf ult, Mag ult. There's a res up there somewhere, and yep, there was a lot of buttons being pressed at that time. Chases the raccoon. That hit the raccoon, really? Oh, that might have been ping. They're TPing back.
I love you, Poopy Smile.
Well, it gets chased down. That's actually kind of unfortunate. Unfortunate because I thought they were gonna win that fight. Next ult or next upgrade, Deagle upgrades. So they already take the swords? No, I don't think so. Right? No sword upgrade yet. So it was gun ult.
Just keep them going.
Gun ult and Deagle ult. Or not Deagle ult. Sorry, Deagle upgrade. No, I lied. Aha. No. I saw it. They just did the Deagle upgrade, and I just saw them go dashes. So it was dashes, right? And then Deagle. So they're picking sword or gun ult based on the situation? No, even on the first one, they didn't upgrade sword ult right away. They did it later. This is the only game out of the 2 where they've upgraded gun ult first before anything else. I'm assuming it's for Punisher. Could have been a misclick the first time, maybe. I doubt they misclicked the ult purchase twice though. Next is the E. So it seems so far it's gun ult on this map, gun ult, sword dash, Deagles, E upgrade.
You are nothing.
How is this the #1 Deadpool when there's a rocket running rocket into Phoenix? Nobody said the average ranked player is very smart. You can get to very high rank in ranked and be an absolute buffoon. Bro's asking me a question like there's not such thing as rocket one tricks who just run around the ladder all day long. Welcome to rank, man. Welcome to rank. So it actually goes for the extra slash on him before dashing out. A little extra damage. Goes for the gun ult again on the Phoenix, who is gonna then now die to the Moon Knight ult. Huge combo actually right there. From the Moon Knight and the Deadpool together. Dummies exist, never elo. And they might genuinely just be a one-trick though. It's the early pick on the Phoenix and denies the res. Holy sh! The double dash helps him get out because the Punisher was chasing. Really late rocket ult. So like whoever was asking with the rocket, you know, like the rocket ulted like down 3 or 4. So like I said, it's ranked. Ranked is different, you know. Ranked is what it is. If this could have been you, yeah, then I would have fucking fell off a cliff in Minecraft, but in real life because I wouldn't have wanted to grind ranked for that long in any game. Flangston kills the rocket again. Flangston kills the Punisher by himself because everyone's looking up to touch, paying attention to the front line. Gun ults the Phoenix. She's gonna die. And then just this poor defenseless mag all by himself. GR. So some similarities, I feel like, to my own gameplay when I was like learning a lot of Deadpool and playing a lot of Deadpool, but definitely some big differences. Much more flanks playstyle, much more playing like Psylocke. Going for squishies in the backline. Or the upgrade system varied game to game depending on what they were playing and what map they were playing on slightly. And also more prioritization on the movement as opposed to the damage. So really impressive stuff though overall. But there you go. There's your current rank 1 tank pool.